Hi guys! So tonight I will be starting on my third Halloween DIY project. I've been trying to film these on my camera, but again, I'm waiting until my internet is up and running to film on my camera, so I'll be trying to do this on my phone. I'm starting on Horror Baby number 3, and tonight I am starting on Freddy Krueger. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. I did already do one thing, but I'll explain why in just a minute. Alright, so for Freddy Krueger, you know, he has those claws. So basically what I did was I took a disposable fork and I just cut the prongs off. And I would have done it on this hand, but you can see this one is more of a fist and this hand is open, so it worked better on this side. And I just took some of my E600 glue. I put a nice like dollop all over the top of the hand, and then I put each of the prongs down onto it, and then I went over it again with some glue. You can see where all that glue is, so hopefully, you know, it feels like it is on there really nicely. So that's the only thing I've done so far. So I figured tonight I was going to try and work on his face because that might be the most challenging. So what I saw, how people were making his face look all burnt up, was they were taking tissues with Mod Podge and just kind of like going all over his face with it, and it's supposed to look like his face is all, you know, scarred and burnt and all of that. So that is what I'm going to attempt to do. And I'm wondering if I should just pop the head off of the doll to do that, because it might be a little easier. They do pop on fairly easily. So let me... Okay. Looks even creepier now. So I'm going to go ahead and look at my reference picture again really quick, and then we'll get right back into working on Freddy's little head. Alright, I looked at the picture. I'm gonna just wing it. Now, I do have Mod Podge, but I am getting low, so I was wondering if it would work if I used Elmer's glue as well. I'm not trying to mess it up, but I mean, I will be painting over it anyway once it dries. But I'm just gonna kind of wing it and see how it comes out. I do have extra baby dolls if, you know, this does not work out the first time. I'm just going to dip my brush into the Mod Podge. And I'm going to start coating. I guess I'll just do like small areas at once. So I'll just kind of go with that first. right, so this is how he's looking. I don't know if I should go all the way down here. I can, but I don't think it matters too much. But I am going to go ahead and try to dab on some paint. It is dry for the most part. So all right. Before I do that, I'm going to do one thing really quick, so give me just a moment. Alright, so this is how his head has come out. Sorry, the lighting is terrible, but I just used a mixture of some red and peach colored paint. It's not perfect by any means, but it is my first time trying. Pretty happy with the results so far. I'm gonna start painting the body. Here's how he looks so far. So I just have to finish the eyes, add a little bit of blood to his claws, and I have to try and make him his hat. So he is all finished, aside from his hat, but I still have to make Pennywise a red balloon. So I figured I'll just go ahead and make all of the dolls that I plan to make, and I can do the props at the end. So I will be making Freddy a fedora and a red balloon for Pennywise. And I don't think she needs anything. I mean, she's scary enough as it is, but I'm really, really proud of how this turned out. I'm proud of all of them, to be honest, but they're so much fun. And when I first got the dolls, I was so excited to get started on them, and then it took me a couple of weeks to even get started on them because I was scared of messing up, of not being able to do it. And honestly, if you want to do something, just do it. You know, it doesn't hurt to try. And, you know, if you fail or if you mess up, just start over. And, you know, and the good thing about these is even if I did totally mess one of these up to where I couldn't just like, you know, like with Pennywise, before I glued the hair on, I could probably have washed all the paint off of him and started over. But, you know, with Freddy, I couldn't do that because I did take, you know, tissue paper, toilet paper, and Mod Podge and put that all over his head. But, you know, the dolls are from Dollar Tree, so they're only $1. You're not out a ton of money. And I already have the supplies to do the dolls with. It's just me needing to have the dolls themselves on hand. So, also with Pennywise, I couldn't for the life of me figure out what to use for this collar thing. I still want to like make something to go around his wrists and his feet, but it's kind of hard to find something small enough. But I did find this old, well, not old, but scrunchie that I had from Dollar Tree that I had not yet used for my hair. So I painted it white, and it's not perfect white, but it honestly just kind of looks a little dirty instead of stark white, which I think is totally fine. And see, I didn't really get the bottom too well, but you know, I thought the scrunchie worked totally perfect for that. So I'm using what I got, you know. I'm not buying a ton of supplies just to make this. You know, I had all the paint already that I needed. I try to make sure I have all the colors I could possibly need. You know, obviously I've already had toilet paper at home, and I happen to have disposable forks, which is what I used for his claws. So, now I don't think I showed this in the video, but because of the glue on the hand keeping the claws on, I could not paint on that. So I did put a little Mod Podge where all of that brown that you see, I covered it in Mod Podge and put a piece of toilet paper over that and also on the underside. And then once that dried, I painted it brown because there was no way to really paint over the glue itself. It was too slick. So that's what I did. So yeah, the one video that probably won't go up for a little while till my internet's fixed is me working on Pennywise. So I did start with Valak. I showed you guys, I did the video where I was working on her. I did him second, but again, it's on my camera. Can't upload it right now. And so this is my third baby doll that I've done. And I'm just, I couldn't be happier. I do kind of think it's funny because you can see his smile. This baby doll was one of the slightly different ones. Like this one had like the bigger smile, whereas you could see the lips on this one are more like a pout. So it's kind of funny to me when I look at Freddy because it's like he looks so happy to just be like a terrorizing murderer. But I can't wait to make his little hat. I can't wait to get Pennywise's balloon done, and I can't wait to make more babies. So stay tuned. I will definitely film me making more of these guys. Again, I'm still learning how to really set my camera up where you guys can see me doing these. So I know it's not like professional and it doesn't look the greatest, but I hope you guys are okay with it. Again, it's a learning thing, you know, with how to really angle the camera or the phone or whatever it is I have to use. So, but I'm trying. And, you know, at least I'm finally getting some crafty videos out there for you guys. And I know, like, horror things might not be your cup of tea, and that's totally okay. I just feel like making these is so perfect for the season. It's spooky season. But I will do other DIYs as well. I'll do more cute fall things and, you know, just like fall things in general, not just Halloween. But you guys better believe I'm like so ready for Christmas. So yeah, here's my little trio so far. I'm very happy. I'm so proud. I really am. I was so scared to even start on them, and then look at me now. Like I did it, and I couldn't be happier. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. Of course, once I do get their props made, I will, you know, whether I do like a full video on it or I just add it into a vlog or something, I will show you guys the dolls when they're completely finished with their props. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed.